Turin is especially known for being an industrial city due to the famous Fiat factory. It was founded in 1916 in the department named Lingotto.
It was a kind of ideal factory. It was in all the books you find on industrial architecture, or especially for car industry, by the fact that this enormous industry was organized in a very rationalized way, by the fact that you have the production organized vertically in the chain, in the montage of the cars, and when the cars was finished, they can run on the top to try to run on the top. In this way, the building itself was the representation of the process of industry.
The organization of workflows via 5 levels was not ideal, which led to the closure of the factory in the 1980s. Even though public money was spent on a privately owned factory, the public weren't actually allowed to enter. This was highly criticized by the people, and when discussing whether to close it or not, the idea developed to combine the factory with the city and open its doors to the public by turning it into a shopping center.
It is important for the building itself, because in this way it was possible to conserve the structure of this incredible monument of the industry, very important for the industrial architecture. But in the same time, it was really the creation of a new part of the city, integrating the industry with the city and indicating a new age for the post-industrial city of Turin.
Valentino Castellani, the former mayor of Turin, thinks that the Olympic Games in 2006 were another step towards modernization.
The Olympic Games were a kind of last step of a changing process. When we took the decision, it was at the end of the 90s. We were given the Games in 1999, and the Olympic Games were, in my opinion, the turning point, the definite turning point from the depression of the early 90s to the new perspective. The presence of tourism is one of the, let me say, the assets of the city, and that, of course, took place mainly after the Games.
Not only did it improve the image of the city for visitors, but also the way the citizens live.
The lifestyle especially of the young people, is a lifestyle very different from that was in the 90s, because now there is a nightlife in Torino in different neighborhoods. There is a very substantial cultural offer of events, music, cinema, of course.
The urban center is now working on restructuring the city.
We, as architects, as planners, as decision makers also, not us specifically, but the politicians, have to conceive a new way of planning and leading the city through the urban transformations.
As you can see in the map, various colors indicate areas for different developments, for either knowledge, residential, or production purposes for the future. There are some steps in building futuristic buildings, like Porta Susa or the San Paolo Tower that is currently in construction. However, are these modern buildings the image of the future Turin? The Smart City project focuses on making the city more environmentally friendly.
It's somehow deciding to have a special attention for some themes that can deal on the one side with the quality of life. So, for example, working more on the green networks, working more on different ways of moving in the city. So, for example, cycling more and driving less.